Okay, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I want to thank you first of all for your patience. Um, I am checking this Facebook site to make sure that you are indeed able to see and hear me. Um, I thought I had gotten rid of all the glitches, but with technology, you never know. But without further ado, I'm going to bring our guest, our super student, to the platform. I want to thank all of you for your patience. I'm going to try to edit some of this out um, before I post this to Facebook because I don't want this all to be there. But without further ado, I'm going to bring him to the platform. I want to thank you for your patience. I'm going to bring Juelz to the platform to come and just you know, we want to just celebrate him right now. So I'm going to bring him to the platform. So thank you, US, for your patience. Hi, I'm sorry you
Hello,
had to
hello,
call me
hello.
back. I thought I had everything set up. I worked on this all night, but you know about technology, right? Even with the
Yeah.
best of intentions, things happen. So, but I
hmm
wanted to thank you for your patience because you've been waiting patiently. Um, so how's everything
hmm
going? All this celebratory energy around you. How you
It's
feeling?
it's a lot, but I feel great, and I feel like a lot of people I'm realizing a lot of people have supported me in ways I couldn't have imagined. So I'm
Wow.
really grateful for all of it. Really appreciate
Well, you have totally earned
it.
it. No doubt about it. You've earned it. So, um, let's see, Juez. Hold on one second. Get you back in the screen. So he has sort of. Let's see where he went. Oh, there you are. So you have earned every moment of this. You're an outstanding young man. Okay. So I'm gonna say the devil is a liar with all this technical stuff. Because we're gonna say this. This is gonna go on, okay? So whatever we gotta do, this is going to go
Mhm,
on. But I just wanted to come on here because when I see young people doing good in Yazoo City, even the ones that are not doing good, there are a lot of challenges, right? For a
mhm,
lot of young people who might not have gotten the support that you've gotten, and they all managed to graduate. With our youth being in the spotlight negatively, a lot of negative activities are going on in our beloved hometown. But when we see young people like yourself excelling in spite of that environment, we got
mhm,
to take a moment and celebrate you and all of
mhm.
those who graduated under conditions there. We
Yeah.
have a young mayor there that's doing some great things that I'm so excited to see the work that he's going to put in. You know, um, I just wanted to come
Mhm,
on here and bring you on. When I saw you, you inspired me, and I think that you would be an inspiration. Not just for myself, but a lot of people around the
mhm,
world,
mhm.
actually, As you never know who's watching, because of social media or just how news travel. But does that put any pressure on you? Do you feel any pressure at all?
Mm. Yeah. Mm.
Let me reload because you're
N- No, not really. Like I know
okay,
that
Juaz. Hold on
when
one second.
she
You popped out. So I don't know what's going on with my router, but he will be back because he's been instructed to come back if we lose him. So he will be popping back on. But okay, there you are. I'm not sure if you heard my last question
Mhm.
about do you feel any
Yeah.
pressure at all?
No, I really don't, and I haven't felt it at all really, but,
Mm-hmm.
I know that I know that some other people will feel the pressure of,
Mm-hmm.
they have these high expectations, but I know I've realized that, even in the future, I'm still gonna have high expectations, and the standard is never gonna lower even for me or anybody else, so I just kinda felt like it's what I have to do. It's what I want to do.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
So
Well,
mhm,
I'm looking at I want to say your your resume here.
Mhm.
Your resume is extensive, young man. I mean, a lot of these scholarships and awards I've never really heard of.
Mhm.
What is the Jack Kent Cooke Foundation finalist? What is that?
It's a really highly selective foundation. They pick only a handful of students who excel, who are like top notch, excel in education, sports, and they select those students from. It was like a handful of students from each state, and those are like the cream of the crop for a $50,000 scholarship.
Mm-hmm.
And I was
Wow.
a semifinalist for that one.
Wow. Well, still you're on there.
Yes, ma'am.
It's a lot. I mean, like I said, it's extensive. Which college did you pick? Because you had a lot to you had a lot to pick from. So, which one did you end
Mhm.
up picking?
So originally, my college was going to be my dream college during all through up to junior year,
Mm-hmm.
junior high. It was Howard University, HBCU,
Mm-hmm.
known for their biology pre med. But I ended up picking Vanderbilt University over
Wow.
d- with with QuestBridge. It was just one of the many schools I applied to, and I had no
Mm-hmm.
idea. Like it wasn't the school wasn't even on my mind as somewhere I wanted to go. It kind of came about when I opened the decisions letter, and people made me realize, hey, Juelz, you really got here. Like you really got into Vanderbilt University.
Wow. That is
Mhm.
a historical university. Um, want your intent is to go into medicine,
Mhm.
cardiology. But let me back up. I don't want to go jump ahead of myself because I'm a little flustered with all this technical stuff going on. So I'm gonna have to give that disclaimer now because this did not go the way I wanted it to go. But that's life sometimes. So we always have to like regroup, right? And
Mhm.
just go with what we can go with. But your your outstanding dedication, your focus, um, your intellect, all of that.
Mhm.
What inspired you? Where did that come from? Where did you develop that? What would you say was the main thing that was instrumental in forming you into this outstanding student?
Definitely seeing others where in Houston, Texas, where I moved from like 3 years ago, seeing
Mhm.
them achieve so much. And like I've always heard kids say like, hey, I want to do this, or I'm doing this summer, or I'm in this program or this club. I always was like, dang, like I want to say I have something to do. Like I always want to be like, hey, I'm doing this like I always wanted to be that busy person, and somebody be like, "Oh, he's always doing something or he's always involved."
Mhm.
And I've seen other kids like that my age who I surround myself with, and they're always looking for new opportunities, new clubs, new
Mhm.
organizations, something just any way to help out the community. And I surrounded myself around those people, and of course I had my mom who was my
Mhm.
biggest push, and she was on me about reading and having a great education for myself. So those were definitely the most important, I'd say, in getting to me where I am today.
So you said something of definitely value today, and that is that you had your mom,
Hmm.
and that you surrounded yourself with the right people, people who are doing things, positive things, people who
Hmm.
might have even been like smarter than you. You surrounded yourself with people who had something to offer you in a positive way that was inspiring, that was challenging you, right? So
Hmm.
that's what it sounds like I'm hearing you say, that you
Yes,
you
ma'am.
you had people around you that you can emulate great
Hmm.
habits from, or challenge you in a way to rise. Um, so that's something that a lot of young people can glean from you. That it's who
Hmm.
you surround yourself with sometimes. Um, that's going to inspire you or bring you down. So your choices of who you hang around means a lot,
Mhm.
right?
Yes.
So you're not that you're picking or you think you're better than someone, but
Oh, no,
uh,
ma'am, no,
you
ma'am.
definitely wanted to make sure that you were surrounding yourself with people who had goals and
Mhm.
aspirations too. So that's important. So that's the pearl that we're going to keep from you, that you surround yourself. And of course, your mom. Um,
Mhm.
what did she do? That did she ever make you do anything you didn't want to do? Like
Oh, of
were you
course,
the
all
kid
the
that had to be
time.
made to read a book?
Yeah, who it was,
Really?
yes.
You don't you don't like I'm going through that now with my nephew. He'd rather be on video games, he'd rather be on YouTube, he like YouTube, but I'm like, pick
Mhm.
up a book. I have books all around me. I love books. But he
And
will say, I am reading. I'm reading on the this gadget.
on the yep.
And I like to see a book in your hands.
But my mom always forced me. I used to be that kid who used to hate reading. But like as I grew up and like my mom made me read so I could stay up longer. And like I had a
Hmm.
bedtime. So like if my bedtime was 9 o'clock, she would be like, "Hey Juelz, if you could get like an extra 30 minutes." And I think I was winning because every kid wants to stay up at night. But
Right.
I I ended up reading a lot, and I still continue to read. Like I was reading like small Bible stories and just
Hmm.
picking up different books like Harry Potter, and I continue to read, and it really like I want to say like it really impacted me that like I had like a foundation of reading, and now I still read to
Hmm.
this day. I still pick up a book or go to the library, go to Barnes and
Oh, I
Nobles.
love that.
Hmm.
I love that. You like a hard copy and not the Kindle,
Yes,
right?
ma'am. Hmm.
I love that. I think that even handwriting skills. I work at a university. Working at in student life, and I host the event for parents, new parents coming in, called letter writing. When they drop off their freshman kids, they write a
Hmm.
letter, a departure letter that we deliver to the students, maybe like weeks later, a month later from their parents. And this is like their farewell, goodbye. We made it through kindergarten, junior high, high school. Now you're in college. So they normally write an emotional letter where they're crying. But I was surprised to find out the siblings come in and write letters to their brother and
Hmm.
sisters too. Grandma, everybody comes in, the letter writing. But Joaz, a lot of people don't know how to write. They don't know how to write. Cursive or write anything.
Mm-mm.
Are you one of the ones that type, or do
Oh,
you are
oh
you
no.
challenged in handwriting in any kind of way?
No, ma'am. I used to like I had my English teacher like go back and like refresh my mind about cursive because your signature is important, and even
Mhm,
learning how to read like certain documents that's really important that may be in cursive. And it's kind of
mhm.
unfortunate that they took it out of our education now, but I think handwriting is like still a need to know. And some people still struggle to write, dear so and so, and finish it
Mhm.
off with sincerely. And I think
Wow.
that's really important.
Well, that is the situation that we're having now in most schools,
Hmm.
that students don't know how to write. I have students there majoring in law and everything that don't know how to write
Hmm.
at all. And my nephew recently told me when I wrote something in cursive, he can't even read cursive writing. So he couldn't read cursive writing.
Hmm.
He's 16. He's never really had to deal with that. But
Hmm.
there's a lot to be said for, people who are lovers of learning and who challenge themselves. But I think that with all the technology, we've lost some of the basic skills um, that we started with, and that's
Yes,
cursive
ma'am.
writing and reading. Period.
Hmm.
Because you can go on a video now. that will tell you everything you need to know, how to make it, and everything. So, that's good. It's refreshing to hear that you are a student of learning. So,
Yes, ma'am.
but I see here that you are aspiring to be a cardiologist,
Yes, ma'am.
and that is so important. Do you know the statistic of Black men who die of heart attacks? I'm not trying to, you know, not say it's not important for every generation, but if I'm correct, from what statistics says, that Black men are the one the death leading the death rate for from dying of heart failure.
Mhm.
Did that impact your decision in any way? Why did you choose cardiology?
Heart issues run in my family, and it's something I seen like throughout like older generations, and also like cardiology just fascinated me, and I love like biology as a kid, and like I
Mhm.
went to different camps and stuff to figure out my passion when I was younger. And when I went to a STEM camp, I realized like I wasn't cut out to be an engineer. I wasn't cut out to build or anything. And so I went with my aunt, and she kind of just showed me like different careers, jobs I would be interested in, knowing I want to help people, and knowing
Mhm.
that I'm more of a science guy. I like to, like get in, figure out how this works, nerves, the nervous
Mhm.
system, and I just always just took an interest in that class. And so she was like, "Do you want to go to this camp and see how this feels? And if you like it, then research it more, but see what they do, and follow through with it." And that's one of the things I did. And being a cardiologist, I think it would show it would be an example for a lot of younger people, like, hey, you can do it too. You can get to go through 12 years of schooling and become have some letters behind your name, doctorate, PhD,
Mhm.
MD. And I always wanted to be the person who was like, oh well, if he could do it, then I could do it too, and I could do it better. So
Well,
yeah.
you're definitely doing that. You are excelling. If where you are now is any indication about your future, I think you're on the right track. I don't think anybody will doubt that you can't do it. So
Hmm.
I think that I know that's a challenging field to go into, but I think that you're ready for the challenge of it
That's
all.
not.
And you've already got focus.
Hmm.
You are dedicated. You're civic minded, and all of that. And speaking of your civic mindedness, I wanted to
Hmm.
dive into another aspect because there are so many different facets of your life. To be so young, you have really, graduated. Let's talk about this graduation, young man.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
how was that?
It was definitely great. Definitely, uh, it was a
Oh,
big
let me
moment for
clear the
me.
record on one thing that your mom told me because I did put down that you were valedictorian, and I kind of went.
Mhm.
I guess I kind of went kind of that wasn't the case, but you look like the valedictorian. You were speaking, and I didn't
Yes,
check
ma'am.
my notes, and I did say that. But I'm sure that if they had one, you would have been it. So I'm not going to try to clear that up too much because no one could dispute you not being valedictorian material. So
Yes,
I'll just
ma'am.
leave that there. But tell me about this day here.
Um, they're really nervous. Excited to I was really excited to see like, all my classmates, walking that stage, getting their diploma and going on to the next stage of life. And it was just like a really emotional time for me. So,
Hmm.
and it was like, I'm doing something like big, and I was just overly excited when I first got my diploma, and then after graduation, seeing all my family come down who supported me through the struggles and hardships
Mhm.
and the ups and downs, and seeing them come and support me on my big next stage in life. And then we went out to eat, you know, had a dinner.
Mhm.
Everyone everyone kind of went in a circle, like in a row, saying like, you know, what was so special about me and like just memorable experiences that I've had throughout the years. And it was just a really great time. Definitely one of my favorite days in my life.
Well, how's your mom in all this?
That's basically my role model, my rock, my foundation. She's
Mhm.
she's basically done everything a mother can to help me succeed. And if I don't know if I'd be here today without her. And she just been just the greatest mom. I wouldn't ask for another one in any other lifetime. So she was just my biggest help, my biggest push, saying, Juelz, get on it. Don't procrastinate. Do this, get it done so you don't have to wait later and be last second doing it. So
That's good advice. Oh my God.
mm,
That is good advice. Why put away tomorrow what you can do today? Or like Denzel say, do the things you don't want to do so you can do the things you want to do. So I totally agree. Whichever way she said it or he said it, I agree with that.
mm,
But I think that the wisdom of it all comes on you guys to listen and apply that. Because we've been where you are trying to go, you know.
mm,
So we can advise you on some things because if success was easy, everybody would do it. And it takes, number one, discipline. And I think that's what a lot of young people have problems with today is delayed gratification. You know what that is? Delayed
mm,
gratification. And you guys grew up in an instant generation where everything came fast. Everything was fast for you guys. Just technology, everything has just advanced your life, and you guys are wired a little different. But the wisdom comes in to young people by listening to people like your parents telling you to discipline, slow down, focus. So
mhm.
your mom gave you some great advice, but this is a milestone moment for you. And
Yes,
what are
ma'am.
you looking forward to most about going off to college? What are you looking
Meeting
forward
new
to?
people,
Mm-hmm.
definitely meeting new people from and what majors they may have, knowing Vanderbilt and their variety of majors, seeing what people are looking to do after college, what they do during college.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Definitely my classes. I've seen a bunch of different classes that I've wanted to take already,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, just being on my own, really. I mean, I love my family. I'm gonna see my family a lot, but definitely being like, you know, having some my own space. So that
Mm-hmm.
would be great as well. And Tennessee is also really nice. I've seen Nashville; they have a lot going on, so it's very proactive. So I'm excited about the city life. So yeah,
Are you planning on staying on campus?
yes, ma'am. I do plan on staying on campus for freshman and sophomore year. I don't know about junior and
Mhm.
senior year.
Okay.
Hmm.
So, are there any other students that you know that will be attending university?
Uh, Vanderbilt.
Mm-hmm.
pers- I do
Yes, that will
know
be
a handful
attending.
of people.
Mm-hmm.
I do know a handful
So,
of people. Some of them play, most of them play sports, but another one is from a
mm-hmm.
scholarship I recently got. Two of them actually are from a scholarship program that's kind of like a family. So I do
Mm-hmm.
know a handful of people who I will see around the dorms, and you know, we'll all be moving in the same day. So I'm not gonna be the total stranger there.
That's good. Are you planning on joining any fraternities?
We'll see. We'll see in college. We'll see how that works out.
Oh
Yes,
gosh.
ma'am.
Are you leaning toward any particular one?
Uh,
Well,
I
I don't
can't
want to put
say
you on the
just
spot.
yet.
Let me not say that. Okay, I'm sorry I asked you
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Okay. I'm not going to put you on the spot with that one. I won't. You might get there and the one you think you like, you might not like. And you done diss the other one. So I will not put you on the spot with that one. But
Mhm.
that that is something that you are thinking about though,
Yes, ma'am.
joining. You think you
Mhm.
would. You wouldn't rule that out. But let's
Mm.
talk back about your time at Yazoo City High School and you coming in there to a new environment and
Mhm.
just the impact that you have made for your years there has been quite impressive, to say the least. And tell me about your time as a
Uh,
page. How did that come to be?
it was a really great week. We worked with Senator Thomas, and we kind of seen how the Senate was ran. We
Hmm.
got to meet different people, eat lunch with them, and it was very educational, and we got to
Hmm.
see, really behind the scenes of, you know, Mississippi government, and it was just a great opportunity.
Wow. You don't think you want a career in government? You
Oh
know,
no,
what do you
ma'am.
feel about that? Politics.
uh, I prefer to stay out of politics. It's never one track with politics. It's definitely all around
Mhm.
type of thing. And I don't ever see myself being in
Going into
politics. I like,
politics.
yeah, I like to help people, but I don't, yeah, I'll do it in a different
Well,
way.
you're yeah, you're both impacting humanity in
Hmm.
a way. You're both giving a service to humanity in a way, and I definitely think yours is more. It would be more impactful. That I wouldn't want to lose that. You
Hmm.
know, that's different areas, but that's wise of you to know where you want to be and where you want to make your mark. And definitely politics is important, and you never know. You could end up being the secretary of health and welfare. You know, what was the black surgeon's name? That Ben Clark, was it Ben? Gosh, I forgot his name, but he was a part
Hmm.
of the cabinet for health and
Yes,
welfare and
ma'am.
all of that. But you, and at least also too, you can impact legislature for better
Hmm.
health care. You know, especially for Black and Brown people who are really suffering from heart disease and things like that. So you never know where God put that gift in you, and you might not be using it behind a desk. It's in the medical field. So
Yes, ma'am.
I, I wouldn't be afraid to have you as a doctor because I know that you would be well informed, well educated. But
Hmm.
these photos, this is from the Mississippi State Senate, your
Uh,
time
this is
there.
from this is from Boys State. It's a American Legion program
Okay.
where it's statewide at first, and they
Hmm.
pick uh several boys from different schools, and it's a selective process, and you go to a university for a week and you compete
Hmm.
in your state's legislator. Like, you can run for mayor all the way up to governor, lieutenant governor, secretary of state, and
Hmm.
it's a whole process, and you vote, and you do an election process, runoffs, the whole 9 yards. You make bills, pass them through the
Wow.
Senate and the House. Hmm.
Hmm. Wow.
So it's the
That's
whole nine
interesting.
yards. This is
And
from this picture is from Boys Nation.
hmm
Hmm.
is
Yep,
that the
that's from
same
Boys State.
voice
Eh,
state? So you've had.
Boys
Hmm.
Nation Boys Nation is where you get selected from Boys State. So in Boys State, out of like 500 kids, out of 500 boys, they'll pick two people and two runner-ups to go represent them in Washington, D.C.
Hmm.
at Boys Nation, where it's two people from each and every state. except Hawaii.
Okay. I wonder why they left
Mhm.
Hawaii out. Just why did they leave Hawaii out? Why would they do that to Hawaii? But
Mhm.
that I love this picture. It's and this is from
Mhm.
Boy State. Or is
This is
this the
from this is the
page?
Senate. This is Senate. Yep, Senate
The
page.
Senate. Oh, you went all the way up to the Senate.
No,
Okay.
no,
So
man.
tell me about this one.
This was when I was a this was I was in the Mississippi Capitol. This is when I was working the Capitol as a
Mhm.
page. And
Okay.
next to me is Yazoo
Yes, I'm
County's class
curious about
president.
mhm.
Next to me in the
I'm just
picture is
curious
Yazoo.
about the page.
Mhm.
Go ahead, sweetie.
The page, it was really interesting because we worked under like actual pages, and we got to see
Mhm.
them write like records, do media releases, just go over
Mhm.
documents for the senator, the the senators, and see how they what they do, and see their thoughts, and
Mhm.
it was really interesting. I really loved the experience.
Wow. What would you say that you learn your takeaway from this experience that you can apply moving forward, your college years to potential employment?
Hmm.
Um, how do you interface with upper administrators? Because some kids are afraid to get to this level and still be able to stand in their power to be able to find their voice. Um, how did you
I
handle engaging?
You just have to think that those people you see who are in higher places are people just like you. Like they had a
Yes.
childhood, they had parents, no parents. Like they went through struggles. They had their accomplishments and their downfalls, but those people are just like you. They have emotions. Everybody wants to feel good. So you just talk to somebody, shake their hand, look them in their eye, introduce yourself. Just show that you are those people who have power, and someone comes up and speaks to them and acknowledges them, like, hey, you know and they know what they do, and you have a clear purpose on like what you're conversating about. Those people appreciate you more because you treat them like they're human, and you just don't notice the fact that they have power, but you acknowledge it, and you be like, hey, like, shake hands with them, see if they can help you in ways that others can't,
Mhm.
and even help them
Wow.
back. Like, so yeah.
Mhm. And also, you had another opportunity. You keep getting all these great opportunities, US. I mean, you are one blessed child with the opportunities that you get. But I like the fact that you follow through with
Mhm.
them. You show up prepared uh, for them. So let's look at this.
Mhm.
This is another opportunity, and that was for the Yazoo City State Superintendent Advisory Council, and you are among two other students from Yazoo City who was chosen for that role.
E
And they, from what I read, choose 114 students, I guess across the state, and that you guys were
Mhm.
chosen
Yes,
because
ma'am.
of your 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 intellect. Well, they trusted you for a role that they would value your opinion because you have demonstrated that in the classrooms, the way you carry yourself in the
Mhm.
community. But I was just looking at the prerequisites for students being selected for this
Mhm.
opportunity, and they say their role is to share their perspectives on education, provide input on statewide policy decisions, and serve
Mhm.
as a liaison between their peers and Dr. Lance, who is the state superintendent of education. That's like being a senator. You guys are like making senator
Pretty much.
type
Mhm.
decisions. But they have the wisdom to at least come to young people and say, hey, we need to hear from young people. what young people want and what impact them and what they care about. And the fact that you were chosen as one of those, I want to say kudos to you, bravo,
Thank you,
that
thank you.
you're in those rooms and they treasure or they value your opinion and they think that you have the intellect and the ability to be a part of this decision making. So
Mhm.
that says a lot about you, Juelz. Kudos to you for that. So how was that?
Thank you, thank
What
you.
did you really get to participate in all of those items that I just read?
So we met together at the Capitol actually, all 149 students, and we were split up into groups. So my group, we went over attendance policy, which was a big one this year,
Oh
and the
gosh, yes,
chronic
everywhere.
absence.
Okay,
Yeah, the
everywhere.
chronic absenteeism, the
Uh
why are
huh.
students missing schools, what was our group has come up with like suggestions on how could the superintendent advisory council, how could we, you know, like kind of prioritize or like award students for going to school, and like how
Hmm.
can we, what's other ways we can get students to have these attendance hours and make sure they're not chronically absent, and what was the
Right.
reason for it. So we had to discuss as a group and present it in front of the MDE, Mississippi Department of Education, and present that idea to them. So that was
Was
really
that a
big.
one? Was that a one day conference or was it
It was it was one day.
several
It was
days?
one day.
Wow. And what state was that?
Mhm.
Not what state, I know what state, but what
Mhm.
city did they hold this?
This was in I want to say
In Jackson?
Jackson,
Wow.
Mississippi. Yes, ma'am.
Well, that was a honor. So you have a resume that is very impressive for
Mhm.
someone within your age group. You have a mother that loves you dearly and support you and all of her efforts we can see in you, and I wish that all kids had that opportunity and that type of support. Unfortunately, in Yazoo City that isn't the case,
Mhm.
and the city is reaping a harvest for that lack, um, and uh, without putting you on the spot, as a student being a part of Yazoo City High School system for the past few years, what would you think if you were to talk to the governmental body of the city? What do you see as a real challenge for students at Yazoo City High? What do you see as a challenge? And I don't want to, you're leaving there anyway, so you can't get bullied or beat up. So
I
I don't want to put you in any kind of danger, at all. So only speak on what you feel safe to say would make a difference for the students
Mhm.
who are still there. You see
Mhm.
students who are trying to where you are, and the challenges. I was one of the students that went to Yazoo High School, and I will say I was bullied every day. I had a teacher that would let me leave school at least 10 minutes early to get a running start home. So I
Mhm.
know that that is a big problem. That's something I still talk about this day at my age. That was impactful to me, the bullying. So I'm an advocate. I'm an anti-bully advocate. With that, with that being
Mhm.
said, I'm an anti-bully advocate. So anything I can do to help alleviate that, I would totally do. But what do you
Right.
think, in your opinion, would help a little?
I know for the biggest fact that the biggest challenge a lot of my classmates and other classmates feel is that students aren't able to really express their creativity. Like students want more clubs, more, activities, more bonding with the teachers. Like they want to feel like a family. Like our classmates we're always together, and they want the like entire school feel like freshmen.
Mhm.
They want them to feel welcome. Like everybody wants to, be hands-on in the classroom, really have teachers who care. And I feel like the biggest thing overall is just, allowing students to express their creativity through like clubs and different like different organizations, different perspectives than just Yazoo City. Because if you're surrounded by something, that's all you know. Like if you're not exposed to anything new, then it's just you're not going to be able to experience or have a different perspective on anything. And there's students there who want to be able to express their creativity and do other things like like decorate the school, make it feel lively, like give the school some
Mhm.
community.
Mhm.
So
Well, gosh,
mhm.
that's that. I mean, that's important, and I totally agree with you. My nephew is attending a school called the Da Vinci School in LA, and it's Leonardo da Vinci was a man of
Mhm.
multiple facets, and they had Da Vinci design, Da Vinci communications, um, Da Vinci. What was the other one? Da Vinci art. Because he encompassed all of those things. So whatever your concentration is, okay, I've lost him again, but he will be back. Hang in there, Yazoo City, because we're about to wrap up in a minute with our mystery guest coming on. So let's get Juelz back on here. I'm surprised we haven't had more glitches with technology now because it's getting crazy. We're trying to go live. But hang in there until he comes back on. There he is. Thank you.
Okay, I'm back.
Great, great. But you have, it's good to hear from young people that actually is in the environment. I'm from the outside looking in. All people like myself here is all the bad news on television. I brag about
Mhm.
Yazoo City everywhere I go. Everywhere. I'm at USC bragging about Yazoo City. And of course, when something comes on the news and I'm saying, "Oh, my city was like this, like that," we could walk down the streets. I grew up in Yazoo City in the 60s. I was born in the 60s, but I graduated from high school in 1977. So I went through
Mhm.
a whole phase there. And, yes, there was fighting. Yes, things happened, but the level now is a little bit different where it's making the national news. And I know that everybody loves Yazoo City. Um, that live abroad, we still have those memories. We still come home for Yazoo Day, okay? Yazoo
Mhm.
Day is the thing. But it's good to hear from people that live here, young people like yourself, where it's in a way it's good for you to give your perspective because you've been outside of Yazoo City going to school and came in,
Mhm.
and you're still excelling.
Yes, ma'am.
So that you still were able to do that work at the school. So I know Yazoo City is capable of getting kids there. I know that. I have no doubt about that. But it's great to hear from people like yourself what we can do better or what might be helpful. You always want to leave a situation better than what you found it. And if you could
Mhm.
leave some wisdom or some encouragement or come back to help in any way, that's how a community thrives, right?
Mhm.
And do better. So I have, before we close, I wanted to give you an opportunity to meet our mystery guest, but I want to ask you one more question, Juez, before we close.
Mhm.
Because you're always in the newspaper now. You know that, right? I'm just
Yes,
seeing you in
ma'am.
the newspaper all the time. But the last thing I read was from the 30th. It says, Jordan leaves, not Michael Jordan,
Mhm.
Juez Jordan. Jordan leaves lasting legacy from Yazoo City High School. Juez Jordan has made a name for himself throughout his high school years within the Yazoo City Municipal School District. So they said you're leaving a lasting legacy.
Yes,
So I
ma'am.
want to ask you, what do you think or you want your legacy to be? What is your legacy? What do you want it to be?
To really thrive and grow despite your circumstances. Always see the opportunities that you may not always see. Like I feel like people in Yazoo coming from here make something out of nothing. And and that is the most admirable thing that anybody could do. And I think that's the legacy I want to leave behind. That you can do anything you put your mind to, as long as you have the get up and go about yourself, and you can do it with just a little bit of dedication and drive and discipline, and that's what I want to leave behind. Like, go get her, go get it if you want it.
Hmm. That's great, Juelz. And I have no doubt that you're going to be able to do that. So, our mystery guest is here, and I know that they're going to give you a few words of encouragement. And without further ado, I'm going to bring on our mystery guest. Let me. Hello, Mr. Mayor.
Joel, what's up, man? I'm,
Hello.
I'm pretty sure you probably had a good feeling it was gonna be me, huh? How you doing, Miss Renita?
I'm fine, and I apologize for those technical difficulties. You've been on the platform before.
Man, I promise you, it's perfectly fine. I was enjoying the conversation and enjoying everything I was able to hear. So it's fine. It's fine. It's
Mhm.
Thank
fine.
you. I gotta do
Joel.
better.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And I done had the
Okay.
pleasure to talk to him a little bit briefly
Mhm.
a few times,
Hmm.
but man, he already know he's a superstar in my book. Super proud of, super proud of you, man. You have done something that, to my knowledge, haven't been done in a while. You had more
Mhm.
cords around your neck than I've probably ever seen at a graduation. And that's a man, outstanding job, man. Like she said, hey, I got family from out of town, out of state,
Mhm.
don't even know you, but they're talking
Hmm.
about you. Who is that kid? Who is that kid from Yazoo City?
Mhm.
Um, so you definitely on the map, man. A
Yes,
lot of
sir.
people, a lot of important people too, know about you, and they're gonna be watching you and following your steps and see how far you can go with this success, man. Because, like Miss Renita said, there's no secret to the conditions we got going on here in Yazoo City. But to rise, rise above all of that, man, that is,
Mhm.
especially for what you've been able to accomplish, man, that deserves all the recognition in the world, all the recognition. And
Thank you. Thank you.
I was just thinking to myself too, I'm gonna make sure our next board meeting, which I think is on the 8th, if you and your parents are able to be there,
Mhm.
we're gonna recognize you and do something for you, man,
Mhm.
along with the Valor Victorians in the South. So um,
Hmm.
we're proud of you, man. I can't say enough about you.
Thank you.
You're perfect in my book, so I mean, I can't chastise you on anything, and tell you to beware of this and that, because you have dodged, one of the biggest hurdles, man, and that's getting through Yazoo City High School with
Hmm.
honors at the top of your class.
Yes,
So
sir.
That's great.
I probably need to be, getting some advice from you from some things,
Exactly.
man.
I was going to say that. It'd be good
Mhm.
to form something like a youth council with the mayor.
Oh, most definitely,
Mhm.
So
most
they can
definitely,
come up with
Mhm.
ideas and events and arts. And I definitely
Yeah.
want to come home and do a play. I want to do a play at home. My
definitely.
college professor, Dr. Tonia Stewart,
Hmm.
is willing to come to Yazoo City and do
Awesome.
some performing arts, music,
Hmm.
Kimball,
Hmm.
Kimball
Mhm.
Hmm.
Funches. I mean,
Hmm. Hmm.
Mhm.
my nephew Amiris is doing
Hmm.
well. There's some
Hmm.
stuff I'm still working with him with, just separating himself from some of that culture that he was
Mhm.
involved with there.
Gotcha.
But
Gotcha.
he's got a record deal and he wants to come home and do some stuff. And
Okay.
there'll be a time for that, but he still
Oh
got some
yeah, most
healing and some
definitely.
things to do.
Most-
But that would be great to have this young
Mhm.
man be
Oh
the
yeah.
president of that,
I,
bringing that together.
I
Because
definitely, we can definitely,
Yes, sir.
use your expertise, man, and your
Mhm.
knowledge and your leadership. So I'm gonna definitely, be in touch with you. You can count on
Yes,
that.
sir.
And you said you're going to Vanderbilt, right?
Yes, sir.
That's an awesome school, man. Awesome
Mhm.
school.
Mhm.
Awesome career path. Awesome career choice you have chose to go into. Um, when you get successful, if just don't forget about Yazoo City, man. Come on back
I
and
Please
won't.
don't.
bring them resources, bring your knowledge, man. Bring your
Mhm.
skills. We need it, man.
Buy a house there, buy a house.
Yeah. Always,
I'm
always
challenging
extend
everybody
that
to come
ladder.
home and buy a house,
Oh yeah. Oh
rehab
yeah.
a house.
I'll
That's what you do.
always extend that letter down,
Mhm.
man, to other people and bring them up with you, man. Um, and I know you seem like a real humble guy, young man, and I know you're gonna be able to do that. Cause
Mhm.
I did a little research on you too, man, from a lot of your
Mhm.
peers, and yeah, you're definitely a leader. You're
Thank you,
definitely a
Well,
thank
I
leader.
want to say to you, Mr. Bear,
Mhm.
you are also a leader as well. I had
Yes,
you
ma'am.
on here, and some of the
Wow.
things that you have spoken to me
Yes,
came
ma'am.
true,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
they were
Yes,
great.
ma'am.
And I saw your love for the community.
Yes,
That
ma'am.
was what 4 years ago, 4 or 5 years
Yeah,
ago,
right.
and
Okay.
I was happy to see that you're out there encouraging young people,
Yes, ma'am.
still giving. You were giving before you were mayor, so
Oh
you're
yeah,
you're
oh
you're
yeah.
still giving back. And
Yes, ma'am.
I wanted to also have on the platforms some young people who had challenge to overcome to even graduate, that lost
Mhm.
their mom and their
Correct.
dads and all of
Correct.
that, that didn't
Yes,
have the
ma'am.
support that Juelz had, but
Correct.
they had, they still made it. So
Correct.
I commend everyone.
Yes. Yes.
Juez is the poster child for excellence
Yes. Yes.
that we
Most
all seek
definitely.
for, even in adulthood. We
Most
all seek
definitely.
for that level of excellence
Definitely.
that he has mastered at such a young age.
Yes.
you.
So, and we don't want to put any pressure on you, Juez. We don't.
No.
Nah, it's fine.
Just because I've seen kids break at
Yeah.
universities because they feel like they got all this pressure and expectations that come from different cultures,
Mhm.
that this expectation is on them to the
Well,
point they just break, you know.
Mhm.
well,
But you seem to
he
have
done
really.
already exceeded mine.
Mhm.
So it ain't no pressure coming from us this way, man.
Yeah.
We already know whatever path you end up on is gonna be successful anyway. So
Mhm.
you got it, man. We know trials and tribulations gonna come.
Mhm.
That's gonna build a character in you. You're gonna have to go through some. But
Mhm.
like I said, man, you humble enough, you strong enough, you gonna get through it. And you already know, hey, one
Mhm.
call away, one call
Yes,
away.
sir.
You one call away. Your mom know it, your family know it. We here for you. Not only myself, the city behind you, man.
Thank you.
Just
Mhm.
like we're behind every last other,
Mhm.
child and student. So you got a village. I can't say that about Yazoo City. Regardless of, some of the negative things that may be said or done, when it come down to it, and it comes to our youth,
Mhm.
the city behind you. Now we might fight and cuss and argue with one another, but we want the best for all our babies,
Mhm.
and you're part of that, man. And we here for you. We
Thank you,
here for
thank
you.
you.
Mhm.
We here for you. Tell your mom to look out for a call from the office sometime this week, and we're going to invite you all to come to our next board meeting.
Awesome.
We're
Mhm.
definitely going to
Awesome.
do that. Definitely going to do that, man. I want you to shine, man. I want you to
Thank you.
shine.
Great.
The kids coming underneath you, the elementary
Mhm.
kids, they need to see this, man.
Mhm.
They need to see
Mhm.
it and know about it. This is amazing. This is
Yes,
It
sir.
amazing.
really is.
I hope next year we can get at least 10 more like you. Then the year after that, get 20 more.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, that'd be great.
And they'll be
Keep
great.
going.
We're gonna
Mhm.
inspire you, inspire
Mhm.
them just like you've been inspired, man. So I love you, man. And when I say that, I really genuine love you, man. I really
Mhm.
do, because it takes a lot. I've been in
Thank
your
you.
shoes before at a young age. I know what it's like dealing with peer pressure,
Mhm.
bullying, just man, all type of stuff.
Yep.
At the
Been
age
there
that
too.
you're at now,
Yes.
so
Mhm.
you overcame it.
Thank you.
Hold your head up high, man, and I hope and I believe you're a spiritual man. So most
God
important weapon
first.
you got, man, you just get on your knees and pray, doc.
Mhm.
That's the
Mhm.
most powerful weapon that you got, man. And believe in the things that you pray for. I
Okay.
promise you're
Mhm.
gonna be successful, man. I promise you. You may end up being in
Mhm.
politics on down the road, because I never think I'd be here. So
I know
don't
about
scratch it off
that.
your list now. When I was 18, you couldn't have told me, man. Nobody could. I would have thought they were crazy. So you just never know what God got for you, but you starting off on the right path, man, and
Yes,
it's
sir.
gonna be something great for you. Gonna be something great
Mhm.
for you, man. Yep, yep.
Well, I just want to close by thanking both of you guys, Mr. Mayor, for taking time out. Thank
Most
you for still
definitely.
being reachable. Because
Oh
I
yeah,
wasn't sure once he became mayor, I was going to be able to text him like I was normally text.
Miss
But he
Renita.
texts right back. He has not
Yes,
changed at
yes.
all. So I want to thank you for being accessible. I
Yes,
see
ma'am.
you out there. I watch,
Mhm.
I
Yes,
see,
ma'am.
and I'm
Yes,
so
ma'am.
proud of you.
Thank
Okay.
you.
I'm
Thank
so
you.
proud of you. And I think
Thank
that
you.
we all love Yazoo City, even the
Mhm.
ones
Yes.
that we disagree with.
Yes.
I hope they're coming from a place of love,
Yes,
but
ma'am.
we have to come to a place of loving Yazoo City enough to not divide her.
Correct.
I mean,
Correct.
Mhm.
using the wisdom of Solomon when he determined
Correct.
whose baby this was, he
Yes.
knew it was
Yes.
the one that said, "No, let her have the
Mhm.
baby. I don't
Yes.
want you to split the baby in half. That's my kid. I love." No, if you
Yes.
love Yazoo City, come together and
Yes.
work together and support each other.
Yes.
And
Mhm.
that's, Democrat, Republicans, I don't care. We're Americans.
Yes.
Let's
Yes,
just do
ma'am.
what's right,
Yes, ma'am.
and
Mhm.
let's support each other and help each other be successful,
Yes.
because not doing that and hoping they fail
Yeah.
is not helping Yazoo City
Correct.
at all.
Correct. It's not.
So,
Not at all.
um, thank you both for being on,
Mhm.
and I
Yes,
hope,
ma'am.
Juelz, you'll come on the platform again to
Most
talk about whatever you and the mayor is going to be doing. And I promise
definitely.
I have
Mhm.
all the kinks out again, because this has really challenged me.
It's
Facebook have
okay.
messed me up with my platform that I use, because they're asking for a key to put in here and this.
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
it's just crazy right now.
Mhm.
When I used to could just log on, and just
Mhm.
worried about the internet not working, but now it's everything. But I'm going to, for those who are watching this, if you missed any part of it, I'm going to upload the full video, because I do record this, and I will be posting it on Yazooans Live.
Mhm.
So, with that said, I want to say good night. Thank all my
Yes.
guests. Thank this young king here in
Yes.
training, this young
Thank
Yes.
you.
king in training, and
Yes.
the king here, Mr. Mayor. I want to thank you, Macklin. I'm praying for you and
Please
for
do.
our hometown.
Mhm.
And thank you, Yazoo City. I love you. You see what I'm drinking out of? Girls raised in the South. Okay.
That's what's up.
I take this everywhere. I'm a grit. Girls raised in the South. I'm a member of that
Okay.
club. But you guys have a
Okay.
wonderful evening and be
Mhm.
blessed.
Yes, ma'am. You
And
too.
Yes,
that
ma'am.
is it.
All right. I'll be in touch with you, man.
Okay. All
Yep.
right. We're off the